Britt Nicole in the studio at 107.5 KZL. Welcome home.
Thank you. I just said it's so good to be home. I love being home.
Especially on a day like today, right?
It's so beautiful. And it was really cold yesterday.
Right.
And all of a sudden it's warm.
Well, we did this for you.
You did.
We made this happen.
You made it happen right here at 107.5.
So you are from Kannapolis,
yes,
correct?
Yes. I was born in Concord, and then we kind of were in Kannapolis, and then I moved to Salisbury when I was in high school. So I've kind of been all over this area.
Well, I think the pressing question, if you're from Kannapolis, is do you know Dale Earnhardt Jr. and have you met him?
I have not met him.
Oh.
I don't know him. Obviously, I know of him.
Right.
But I haven't met him yet. Have you met him?
No.
Oh.
I'm in Greensboro. It's because you're from Kannapolis. Now, I don't want any West Side Story stuff to happen, but this is you went to East Rowan?
I went to
South Rowan. You
Yeah,
went to East Rowan. Our promotions director, Lauren, went to East Rowan. And when you heard from you were from South, she had a little, snort kind of.
We're rivals.
She kind of flexed a little
Well,
bit.
we're trying to get over it. We're trying to get along.
If I need a separator, you're the star. So if I need to put her outside the room, you just let me know.
Okay.
Well, congratulations on the big crossover hit.
Thank you.
You know,
thanks so much.
It doesn't happen very often. I think the last time that we had sort of a crossover hit was '02 or whatever. It was Mercy Me, I can only imagine.
Yes, which is an amazing song. I remember that.
But we were due. We were due for a new crossover.
Yes, and it's been so just amazing. I released Gold. Let's see, it's been over a year ago when I put the record out. And I ended up doing this showcase in LA for Capitol, and they really liked the music. They really connected with the song Gold. And right after the show, they're like, man, we really want to be a part of this. And so you really never know what that means. You're like, okay, we'll see what happens. But right away, we started planning the music video for Gold and started doing radio tours. And it's been just amazing to see so many people connecting with the song. And really, that's the reason I make music, is for the fans, for the people, music to me is a tool to be able to hang out with them, you know what I mean, to talk with them, to get to know them, and so to see that Gold is really connecting with people makes me really happy.
Well, that's awesome. We saw the video. You said you wrote the song kind of, if I read correctly on your website, you wrote the song after some fans had kind of said they were struggling and that you would help them get through some things. I don't want to make anyone a little uncomfortable. What's the most heart-wrenching email? Can you think of one that really tore your heart when you were writing the song?
Yeah, well, I meet people even face-to-face a lot. I think that's really, the letters definitely are always coming in on Facebook, and you're getting messages on Twitter, but I think the biggest thing is when I meet people face-to-face and I hear their stories. I met one girl even recently, and she actually won these tickets to come to this little thing we were having to hang out with our fans. And her mom came up to me and said, I know that my daughter was supposed to win these tickets because 2 weeks ago she tried to commit suicide, and she loves the song Gold, and it's helped her get through so much. And I got to sit down and talk with her daughter for 30 minutes and just speak into her life, just encourage her. And again, that's the reason we do music, and it's so cool that music can have that kind of impact on someone's life. And so I was definitely getting stories like that when I was working on the record. I was even going through a season of just feeling down on myself, and I thought, man, this is a song that I need to hear. It's a song my fans need to hear. How can we make it fun, make you dance, make you smile, but it still say something that really means something to people? And so hopefully we made that happen. It seems like we did.
And bonus, Capitol Records loved it. And
they did.
All right. Well, so I usually ask questions in an interview accidentally that sometimes surprise the artist, and I apologize. We found out one artist was a former Fanta girl, the Don't You Wanna, and nobody else in her band knew that.
That's awesome.
And then I had another girl come in and asked her about her former band that she worked with, and she had changed her name, changed her hair color, and was completely blown away that we made the correlation.
Oh my
no one knew. And then
so you're gonna bring up something.
No, but I wanted just to warn you.
No, that wasn't me.
I should have said this in the beginning as a disclaimer. And then we had an artist in a few weeks ago, and she's very young, and I said, so, your grandfather started Celestial Seasonings Tea? And the look on her face, almost panic, and her band members looked at her you never told us. And I was I didn't think it was a secret. I'm so sorry.
I feel that almost makes me feel good though, because you're like, wow, you like did your research, like you really know me. That's cool.
Oh yeah, well I like to do my research, but
Yeah.
they're looking at me like with these looks. How did you know that? I'm like, Wikipedia, Google, your website. Like I didn't do too much.
Like I'm not a stalker.
But I hope I don't. But you're showing off the ring. So was your husband your producer before, or did he become your producer after you married him?
You know, the very first time I met my husband was in the studio. I was working with one of his really good friends, and I went in and he was just kind of there hanging out. And I remember like the next week he was there hanging out. I was like, I don't know who this guy is, but I like asked him to go get me Chick-fil-A. I'm like, hey,
Nice.
I'm like really hungry. Can you go get us all some food? And so
And you're cute.
I'm like asking my future husband to like go get food. But yeah, and then we became friends. He started playing drums in my band, and he played drums for 3 years. And then we started writing together. Yeah, so even when we were dating, we were writing songs together.
Awesome.
He produced a couple of songs for me when we were dating. So, and now that we're married, he's produced some as well.
So I didn't shock you with that. I mean, I don't think these questions are that crazy, but
Yeah.
sometimes when you ask
I
about
wasn't too
personal things, they're like,
no. How do you know?
Right.
I don't care.
Well, you've brought the incredible Dustin into the studio
I
as well,
did,
and you guys are
yes.
going to perform Gold Force, right?
Yes, Dustin has been playing guitar with me for 3 years now, and it's so fun. We get to travel the world together. We were just in New York for a couple of weeks, and it was freezing there.
I know.
So I'm so glad to be here where it's warm. I hope it stays warm.
Yeah, tomorrow, and then it's back in the
And it's
40s.
gonna be cold.
Are you going to visit anyone while you're in town that
Well,
you grew up with?
I did have dinner with my mom last night, which was amazing. My best friend is meeting me today. We have a short little break, and she's about 30 minutes from here, lives about 30 minutes, so she's going to drive up from
Does
the
she
city
listen to
for like an
107.5 KZL? The correct
hour.
answer is yes.
She does, so
Okay.
she's going to be listening whenever.
You want to give her a shout out?
Yeah, Jennifer, I love you.
Okay,
She's a
nice.
little baby girl named Jocelyn. I'm going to get to see her today.
That's my real name. I don't know if you guys
Is
know that,
it?
but Josie is short for
Oh,
Jocelyn.
I love that.
But when I got into radio, I was told that was too many syllables
They're
for a
like,
radio
that's too
name.
complicated. Okay, so Gold, you guys have hopefully heard it out there. It's all about just knowing that you're royalty, that you're loved. We kind of already talked about it, but just I was meeting so many people who were just feeling down, and hopefully this song just makes you smile today. You were walking on the moon, now you're feeling low, oh, oh. What they said wasn't true, now you're beautiful, oh. Sticks and stones, break bones, I know what you're feeling, but words like those won't steal your glow. You're one in a million.
Dustin, can you end it so we can clap?
She's kind of
It's just like the other day, you know, it's like-
That was wonderful. Thank you so much.